Alrighty, here we go. Hey Airborne, hey Demon Locker, how you guys doing? We are looking good to go, so I'm just gonna go ahead and boot this up and then we can start hanging out and chatting. How you guys doing today? Alrighty, you're good, Demon Locker? I am glad to hear that. That is good to hear. We're going without the green screen today, so you get to see my lovely white wall behind me and my Rogue One poster, which is what I have up now. I need some Pokemon stuff for this wall. That's going to make it really look nice. Did you join me in Snake's stream on Saturday? I did not. I heard about it and I watched a little bit of it after the fact, I believe. And it was a really fun time. Are you guys going to be doing it again on Saturday? Because I could invite some people to go jump in there if you want. I can totally do that. Just let me know when it is. All right. Cool beans. Let's just do a quick team review here. Get ourselves all up to date. Make sure we're all up to speed. And then we can jump into catching more Pokemon. I think we're going to go up to Vermilion City today. That is the plan. All right, we've got Simone the Starmie. The Psychic Ice Beam combo was awesome, but we really need Surf. I wonder if I can get Surf into the Safari Zone, actually. I know I can get it over in Johto. I don't think they probably added it in Safari Zone, but we could go check that out real quick. That'd be interesting. Because Starmie definitely needs Surf. We got Kenya the Fearow with our false swiping Fearow. That's been super handy. Oh, and Demon Locker is attempt 2 because you forgot to train up. That is actually really interesting that you guys are doing a Soul Link, right? Like me and Edwin, it's a tricky challenge. It's going to be a little tricky. What color do we want today here for the RGB? The chair is red. Well, we'll just go full RGB. Why not? Make it fun, right? And I got the Dragon Ball hoodie today because it's a little cold out there today and the house is a little bit chilly. All right, we got Arcanine, we got Flaffy. Flaffy is very close to becoming Ampharos as well. Patrick the Snorlax. Payson the Ivysaur, which we replaced I believe we had a Bayleaf before. Venusaur is going to be awesome though. You heard the news last Thursday? Yes, about Toriyama. Is that what you're mentioning? I did indeed. All right, I'm going to run through the Safari Zone real quick and we can keep chatting. Let me just make sure I have everything. Do I have a repel? I don't actually have any repels. I haven't needed to use any. Let me go grab some real quick. I don't think we have anything left to catch in. Let's just go ahead and get max repel. Like 5 of those. Let's get a bunch of catching equipment here. I meant to do 10. 9 is good enough too. I don't have to tap to do it in Gen 2. The Gen 2 UI is much nicer to work with than the Gen 1 UI. But we can just go explore a little bit in here. All right, I think let's just double check that we have actually caught everything in here. There is one mystery one and a couple of surfing Pokemon we need to catch, but I can't go through there. I'm just gonna follow what I would normally do. I will not use a repel if we don't have to. Chansey, wait, we got the footprint encounter. That's actually so lucky. That's awesome. Okay, I'm really glad then that we do we have sleep powder on this thing? Oh, we do. Yes. That's so good. Go to sleep. I don't think Vine Whip will do a lot. Oh, it does nothing. Okay. Maybe let's just do a little bit of chip damage. We'll just kind of do a little bit against this Chansey, but we got to try to catch this thing. Alrighty. We'll just keep using Razor Leaf. Demon Locker, did you get to watch the short I just released today? I noticed it wasn't getting promoted very much. Let me check in on it real quick. In the middle of catching this Chansey. Yeah, it's not getting promoted super well. If you haven't, if you would go watch it and leave a like on it, that would be super handy, Demon. Thank you so much. You've never played any Gen 1 or 2 games, really? Because on my computer I have Fire Red, and on my DS I have Heart Gold, Platinum, Black, and Black 2, and on my Switch I have Sword, Shield, Legends, and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Scarlet and Violet. Nice, you have quite the collection then. Okay, it's soft-boiled. I gotta keep it asleep so it doesn't heal itself. But, so you have a lot of Gen 3 on. You just haven't played a lot of Gen 1 and 2. That's fair because they're pretty hard to come by anymore. I feel like the only real way to play them is either through emulators or if you have an original cartridge. Like I have a lot of my old stuff, but they're kind of hard to have access to anymore, which is kind of a shame. Also, Demon, let me know how the music is. I changed the music track to be the retro track. I know the volume can be a little different sometimes on that, so I can bump the volume up if it's too quiet. I didn't get to test the volume before I hopped on. Okay, don't do that. I need to hit you with sleep powder. Okay. Little baby Chansey. Just a little tiny thing. Okay. Let's see. Let's just go for an Ultra Ball. We just want to try to catch this Chansey as quick as possible. Come on, sleep. Okay. I'm glad that we don't have to do the normal Safari Zone rules. Okay, I don't like that. Go to sleep. No, no, no. Stop minimizing, Chansey. Go to sleep. Okay. We are sleeping. All right. Ultra Ball, please, Chansey. Just stay in the ball. It's so close. Come on. The volume is fine. A bit quiet, but I like it so I can hear the gamer. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I might bump it just a hair if that's okay with you. Let me know if that comes up too loud, though. Oop, I bumped it a lot. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. That's about, I think, where I normally have it. But let me know if that's too loud and I can mess with it again. Come on, Chansey. There we go. Chansey was caught. Egg Pokemon. People try to catch it for its extremely nutritious eggs. People are eating Chansey eggs? That's weird, but it rarely can be found. Yeah, it's a very rare Pokemon. And Demon, since you are, actually good DVs across the board. Good attack DVs, which is funny for a Chansey. Not the best special, but that's okay. Since you are the MVP today, Demon, do you have a nickname you want to give to Chansey? I am open to whatever. Let's see, what's a good nickname for Chansey? I might name this Joy for Nurse Joy, unless you have another suggestion. If I can, Gatsby. I can roll with Gatsby. Let's go Gatsby. Gatsby. Pretty cool find to get a Chansey though. That is pretty dang nice, and from the footprints too, which is really really good. You know what? I'm gonna switch. We're gonna definitely want some more levels on some of our other team members here. I don't think I'm gonna be knocking out wild Pokemon, but just in case, I can indeed. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of run to the end of the Safari Zone, see if we can get Surf. Ooh, Totodile! We have not gotten a Totodile yet. Okay, we gotta go back to Payson and put this thing to sleep. No, thank you. Just time for sleepy times. You just got done reading The Great Gatsby, Demon? That's actually really cool. Did you have to do that for a class, or is that something you wanted to do on your own? I know it's a common assignment for English classes and such. That's where I first read it. But it is actually a pretty dang good book and has some very interesting things in it. I read it when I was probably a bit too young. I think I was a freshman in high school, and I didn't quite get it, and then had to come back to it later to really like enjoy it. But that's how it is sometimes with school books, right? This rough critter chomps at any moving object it sees. Turning your back on it is not recommended. Fierce little guy. And if I had to make a gym of different types, so something like blues from Heart Gold Soul Silver, but they had to be from different gens, what would your team be? And you had to read it in reading. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's pretty common for The Great Gatsby. Let's see. If I had a gym team across 6 gens, let's see. Ooh, that's tough. While I'm thinking, come up with a nickname for Totodile, and I will nickname this as well. But let me think. I would have to either go Nidoking, Raichu, or Blastoise for Gen 1 are my favorites. I would go Nidoking, probably my number 1. So Nidoking from Gen 1. Gen 2, ooh, Gen 2. I might go Blissey from Gen 2. She's pretty freaking cool. Unless I could do legendaries, then Entei all the way. I love Entei. Entei's awesome. Gen 3 then. I would go Blissey actually Gen 2, so I could go Blaziken Gen 3. I love Blaziken. It was always my choice. Topaz. I love that name for Totodile. Topaz. It actually has really dang good special. Oh wait, no. Special is 11 and 15 speed. That's not bad. Totodile's not bad. Hey, Adam. Oh, Camille. We'll name the next one Camille, Adam. Demon Locker just barely beat you to it, but we'll save Camille for the next one. How about that? How you doing, Adam? Alrighty. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. In that case, I'm just going to go ahead and Max Repel. I accidentally told Bill not to switch the boxes because I was spamming B and only half reading that, and I should have paid attention. Okay, I don't need an amulet coin. We already have one. Is there surf over here? Rare candy. That's nice. Oh, okay. All right, so we can't get it here, unfortunately. There is no surf. They did not add it here. So in that case, we're going to go ahead and... Can I fly out of here? I can, right? Yes. Okay. In that case, we could go back. I think the Kimono girls are still a little higher leveled than we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to go fight some trainers over here in Vermilion. I think there should be some stuff that we haven't seen over here yet, too. And we can change the time of day if we need to for Pokédex entries. It might be kind of useful here. I know there's some we're still missing. Let's see what we got, though. Let's leave Fluffy in the first spot and get him some levels. Let's see, is there anything over here we have not seen yet? Yeah, Drowsy, Knocked Out. Only 2 things are at night. So here's what we're going to do. I don't think I can do it from this screen. I believe from the start menu, I can change the time of day. I'm going to save it. And we're going to reset the game so that I can see if I can change the time of day. Set it with a control pad. Perfect. Okay. Now we can set it. And we can set it. It actually was pretty close to nighttime. But that's not quite the right time. But at least it will be night now. There we go. Perfect. That is really handy, actually. Okay. Cool. Now we can go and try to... Oh, wait. I gotta change my Pokemon box. Adam, today was your first good day after a week of low energy and moodiness. Oh, I'm glad that today's going well, though. I know that there are times that it is a little rough, especially I feel like the beginning of the year especially can be... Oops. Change box. I feel like the beginning of the year especially can be a little tough. So I am glad that today is doing better. Yeah, sometimes a hot shower or, you know, that kind of thing makes you feel a million times better. So I'm glad things are looking up. There is a whole area over here, it looks like. But let's find... All right, we already have a Magnemite. I'm just going to go ahead and flamethrower this thing. Bye, Magnemite. He just gets blasted out of existence. See if we can get a... Ooh, a Meowth. Okay, perfect. Oh, wait, no, we already have a Meowth. All right. Don't need a Meowth. We need a Knocked Owl and what? A Drowsy. Drowsy and Knocked Owl. There's the Drowsy. Okay, cool. Let's go out to... Ooh, I don't really want to use Payson because it's going to be dealing a lot of damage to Payson. So I'm going to go ahead and Thunder Wave instead. I think otherwise, maybe Swift will be fine. Okay, Swift was almost not fine. That was a lot of damage, actually. And then we can catch it. We'll try a Great Ball. Oh, no! Adam was saying, Magnemite, my beloved. No! Right as I knock it out. Oh, dear. Oh, sorry, Demon Locker. I got sidetracked. Dang ADHD. About designing my team. I'll keep working on that here in a second. But your team would be Porygon Z. Nice. Hidden ability for Alligator. Very curious what you mean by that. I know that there are hidden abilities. I'm not super familiar with them. Once again, I'm a Gen 1er, so I'm not even used to using Pokemon abilities for the most part, except for Gen 3. So I am a noob for those. But Aggron is one of my favorites for Gen 3 as well. Executor is great. Sylveon and Scrafty and Ceruledge, I believe is how you say that, from Gen 9. That is a really solid set. I never would have picked Porygon Z. I don't think about Porygon Z very often. It is really cool, though. But for Drowsy, we have when it twitches its nose, it can tell when someone is sleeping and what the person is dreaming about. Would you look at that? All right, so this is a Drowsy that can totally be Camille. This is perfect. It's actually got a fantastic special stat. Well, I guess 12 is good. It's not perfect, but it's quite good. Quite good indeed. 2 L's for Camille, I believe. Yes. For Alligator has Sheer Force as its hidden ability. Oh, I did not know that. That is really nice. Very nice. We have just a Noctowl now, I think. What are the chance? 5% chance. Okay, not too bad. I think this guy's going to fight us as soon as this encounter is over. Oh, no, not quite. Did I already fight that guy? Have I already been through here to fight the trainers? I did not think so, but I guess I did. But yeah, so what did I have so far? I had Nidoking, Blissey, and Blaziken, I think were my 3 so far. So Gen 4. I might have to go Torterra. I'm doubling up on starters, which is not usually normal, but I love Torterra's design. All right, so that's Gen 4. Gen 5, I don't know super well beyond that, in all honesty. But I do like Alolan Raichu. I believe that, is that 5 or 6? Or 7? And I'm showing my hand now. I don't remember which one is the Alolan region. Gonna have to remind me on that one. And then was one more. I just need one more then. Ooh, I might do a Galarian Zoroark would be really cool. Galarian Typhlosion is really cool. Ghost type. Shoot. There's a lot of good options then. Gen 7. Yeah, I said 5 and I was immediately like, that's not right. 7 is right. Yes. I always get those 5 through 7. I always get them turned around. Which number goes to which. I'm not as familiar with those ones. I've been running a Hisuian Typhlosion in my Arceus run. I'm doing it right now on my own time, and it has been just a champ. I mean, my number 2, really, because I have an Umbreon as well, and that thing has just been a beast. But I do like ghost types. I think they're super cool. Oh, yeah, this is 5 Great Balls. Perfect. What's this? It's a Rapidash. It seems to belong to someone. Oh, it's a whole... Yeah, it's the cowboy. I think this is what... Adam, were you mentioning this before? Somebody was mentioning it in the chat before about the cowboy. Noke. I suppose I could spin you a yarn. I used to be a Pokemon professor, but my lab plumb near collapsed on me. And Noke, is it Oak? As a cowboy? If it weren't for my trusty partner, Lasso pulling me out by my neck, I would have been a goner. After that, I put on a cowboy boots and headed out west. Reckon I've been running this here ranch ever since. I still study Pokemon, of course, but my new hobby involves a lot more swinging. Well, there you go. Let me study your Pokemon up close and personal with good old-fashioned battle. What do you say, partner? Giddy up? I'll say no, because he's probably gonna beat us senseless here. Oh, Murkrow, perfect. Okay, let us put it to sleep. Okay, Peck is not my favorite thing. Go to sleep. Oh, no. Go to sleep. Oh, no. Come on, just sleep. There we go. Oh, did I say Galarian? I meant Hisuian. Demon Locker. I'm silly. I get words confused sometimes. Yeah, Hisuian, not Galarian. But you got exactly what I was thinking about. Hisuian, Typhlosion, and Zoroark. Yes, those two. And it was you, Adam, that talked about the cowboy. I did remember that. And you played close to about halfway through Gen 7, but then I encountered my usual problem of not being able to decide on teammates or how to properly use them, so I'm procrastinating on Pokemon Sun. Oh, that's fair. I need to get back to the Ultra Sun and Moon, because I haven't played those, and I think it'd be a good way to remind myself about those games. I think it'd be pretty dang fun. I could maybe even do a stream of those at some point. That would be a good time. I think I might have to use a Great Ball here, since it's a higher health. Let's see. That was closer. That was closer. Come on, Murkrow. Just stay in the ball. Just stay, please. I need you for the Pokédex. Oh, no. It woke up. Go back to sleep. My sleep luck is really bad today. There we go. And more Great Balls. Oh, the Ultra games are a movie. Really? Maybe they wouldn't be good for stream then. Maybe I'll just play them on my own. Because I do want to play them at some point, just to say I did. That's what I have Sword and Shield on my Switch, and that's the only reason I haven't streamed it, is it also feels like a movie a lot of the time, unfortunately. Even though the champ, Leon in that game, I think is a super cool battle. Even though his lead is his ace is a Charizard, which maybe is a little repetitive. But I think it's a pretty fun battle. All right, Murkrow. It hides any shiny object it finds in a secret location. Murkrow and Meowth loot one another's stashes. They're battling clans, Murkrows and Meowths. We got a male Murkrow. We need a good name for Murkrow. Oh, and just while we're waiting for a nickname from Adam, if you want another nickname, feel free to suggest one, or anybody else currently watching, feel free to pitch a nickname. I'm open to anything. And we can change up the team. If somebody really wants to see a Murkrow on the team, I'm down for it. You'd welcome some Gen 9 representation. I'd be down for that. It's definitely something I want to play. A lot of the newer games on streams like this. Bandit. Oh, Bandit is fun. Bandit is also my pup's name. My boy. Bandit. He is a Pomsky that is sitting right outside the door waiting for me because I put him out with his sister out there, and they're not allowed in here because they get crazy. Cool, okay. Let's see. Let's actually just check real quick. I don't know if I need... Oh, I do have other things I need here. Noctowl is here too, so that'll cover the other area. Arbok is also here. And then some surfing encounters. And a Rhyhorn? Interesting. Okay, that goes out to Route 6. So that is the end of the... Oh, perfect. Noctowl, okay. Let's go out to Krakow again to paralyze. Growl, that's perfect because I'm going to be using Swift here in a moment. Thunder Wave. Yeah, Demon, you do always have good nicknames. You were rocking the nickname train. And Adam, I know that you're another big-time contributor for nicknames. So that keep it up. We're going to need even more because we got more to catch on this route. And your nickname creativity isn't poor today. You're fine. We're open to whatever. No pressure. Let's do one more Swift. Okay, and then some more Great Balls. Adam, and really? So Adam, interesting. I just caught this. So you think Sun and Moon are the movies, Ultra Sun and Moon are cut short and had more side content. Interesting. I don't really know what to expect now. Because I've heard that, are they harder? I heard that a lot of people liked them more for replayability. I don't know if they're harder or if they're more streamlined or if they just have more stuff. I don't know the full reason, but I want to try them out. There we go. Got the Noctowl. All right. Noctowl. Its extremely soft feathers make no sound in flight. It silently sneaks up on its prey without being detected. Sneaky. Got a female Noctowl. Ooh, with really bad DVs though, except for HP. Great HP. And defense, I guess. And Demon Locker, have y'all played Plants vs. Zombies? I have, actually. I played it a lot as the mobile version, actually, when it first launched. But yes, I have played the Xbox version specifically. Yeah, there's no such thing as good and bad nicknames. You're right, Demon. Only the ones you choose. And Ultra Sun and Moon are the hardest games today. If the XP share is deactivated. Ooh, can you do that in the base game? I kind of like that idea. There is a lot of, I don't want to say hand-holding, but like a lot of features that they added just to make it a little bit easier, like flow a little bit better in the game. So like things like the automatic experience share, getting experience when catching Pokemon, that kind of thing helps gain levels really quickly. But I like the challenge, honestly. I like the added challenge of having to plan out teams a little bit better. I'm down for it. For Noctowl, let's go with... I'll just go ahead and go with Hooter. It's Hooter. Okay. What are we sitting at now with the... Let's do a quick check-in on the Pokédex. We have 95 so far. Got to go to 251, but we're almost to our first 100. That's going to be pretty dang nice. Okay. Let's check in what else we have available in the area at nighttime. Something 1% chance in the morning. Very rare. Day. A 1% chance for an Arbok at night. Fishing. Oh, okay. Corsola has a decent chance fishing over here. Something else on a Super Rod. Graveler and Rhyhorn. Oh, on the Rock Smash. Interesting. Okay. Wild Ponyta. All right. Well, I might as well just Super Rod right here, actually. Let's swap. Oops, not move. I always do that. Switch. Payson up front. Better for catching. Because of the sleep. Really helps. Let's go ahead and heal up as well. And then let's use the Super Rod. There were 2 encounters at least with the Super Rod that we could get. Corsola and something mystery. Hey, Starmie, how you doing? We already have one though. Oop. Okay, let us be free, Starmie. Okay, let me be free. Don't make me do this, Starmie. I don't want to hurt you. No, I missed a Razor Leaf. Ah! Well, how rude. I'm going to have to go back and heal. I was trying to let you survive, Starmie. You made me do it. The base speed on Starmie is just too fast. Let's go ahead and fly back to Vermilion real quick and get our teammate back. And then we can come back and fish some more. Brilliant Diamonds and Shining Pearl would be the #1 if they just made the gym leaders as hard as the Elite Four, because the difficulty spike is worse than Heart Gold, Soul Silver, E4 level cap to Lance's Aces cap. Yeah. The E4 cap is 64, Lance's Ace is at 75. That is a huge swing. That is wild. But yeah, Brilliant Diamond and Pearl in general has a really weird level curve. I feel like they, for some reason, I mean, I understand Gen 2, they were struggling with the level curve because they added a whole bunch of extra content, right? Like they had 16 gyms. They had to like try to plan out how to do the Elite Four in the middle of it, which is tough. But the weird thing to me is that they've kind of seemed like they figured it out a little bit in Gen 3 with Emerald. Like the level curve seems great in that game. It feels pretty consistent. They have an end game boss with Steven in Emerald. So they seem to get it down pretty well. And then all of a sudden, Diamond and Pearl struggled with it again, which is really interesting. Don't know why. I think Platinum really fixed a lot of that though, didn't it? Because kind of like Emerald did for Ruby as far as the gym leader difficulty. It was a Kingler. Our mystery guy is a Kingler. Okay. Go to sleep. I don't think a Razor Leaf will knock it out, but it has low special. I'm going to do a Vine Whip instead. Oh, good thing I did a Vine Whip. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and start throwing Ultra Balls right now before it wakes up. And guillotines. Okay, not even close. Come on. Ouch. That hurts. Okay, Harden, that's fine, actually. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. No. All right, fine. We're going to false swipe. Oh, that does nothing. Faint attack? Okay, that's a little bit better. Then a couple of false swipes. One more false swipe. Come on, Kenya. Okay, it's down to 1 HP. Bye, Kenya. We'll paralyze it with Kreko. It outspeeds, but not anymore. Okay, perfect. Now it should be as easy as possible to catch as we can make it right now. There we go. Kingler. We got Kingler the pincer Pokemon. Its oversized claw is very powerful, but when it's not in battle, the claw just gets in the way. Oh, man. That's tough. We need a nickname for Kingler, obviously. Oh, wow. Actually, I'm pretty down with this HPDV. The HPDV of 3 is kind of rough, but otherwise, pretty dang good. A 15 special is not bad at all. I'll take that. Adam, you were trying to think of the name of the owl from the movie Cup and Cupper. I don't think I've even seen that movie, so I wouldn't be able to help you. I'm sorry. That was a persistent psycho starfish. It really was. Was the owl just named Owl? That's really funny if it was. Big crabs. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to name this Big Crabs. Big Crabs. Nice. We got the big crabs. And we still have more we need to catch. Not that we have that many Pokemon left to do it with. Okay, we can actually run from the Starmies using our own Starmie. That's probably the way to go here. Hey, it's a Krabby. Oh, we already have one. I didn't realize we had a Krabby. There's a Corsola out here somewhere, though. I know that we could also get a Corsola with a Good Rod, so maybe let's switch the Good Rod and move Kreko out to Paralyze. Good Rod, okay. Give me a Corsola. Not a Magikarp. Let me double check time of day on Corsola. Was it harder to get at night, or is it I'm just getting really unlucky? No, it's the same. I'm just getting really unlucky. Oh, wait, is that morning? It has to be morning? I see how it is. Has to be morning, and then I need... Wow, there's a lot of stuff for surfing. Oh, I don't have a cutting Pokemon anymore. I'm going to have to teach that to Payson. Let's see. Cut. Probably in the place of Poison Powder. Poison Powder's not very good. Okay. What's up here? Handwritten notebook. They've been studying Ekans. Is listed as snake in the Pokédex. But what is a snake? I must research this further. The fact that the normal Pokemon, like normal animal names, confuse them. It's like that scene in Avatar, because I mentioned last week, I've been rewatching the cartoon Avatar. Just finished it. Fantastic series. But that moment when they're in Bossing Say and there's the flyer for the Earth King and his bear, and they're so confused that it's just a bear. And they're listing all the different weird other animal combinations that they think it could be. Everything in here is also available in morning better than it is at night. What I might do then, let's try to get a Corsola. In order to do that, I'm going to have to change the time again. Let's go do that. I can also get one in here. I wonder if the chances are better in here. They were 10% outside. And they are... Where's Corsola? Corsola, 10% inside. You know what? They're the same. Might as well stay in here because there's chances for other things too. So what I'm going to do, save again, reset the game, and change the clock again to morning time, which I believe starts at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Okay. We need... Probably, let's go 4:49. That should be the morning. Now, if we fish, we should now have a chance to catch Corsola. Just a regular bear. Yeah, Adam, you know the quote. Espeon or Umbreon? I am Team Umbreon myself, but I've always preferred bulkier Pokemon that can take a hit. But I know Espeon is way better at sweeping, which is really commendable because it's super useful to do that in a lot of playthroughs. And Adam, you already know what I choose? Oh, of course. You've heard me brag about my Umbreon all the time. I think I was running, well, I guess I was running the whole Evolution team, so maybe it was hard to tell, but I was running a Toxic and Setup Umbreon, which was just really toxic of me. There's the Corsola. All right. Thunder Wave. Okay, Harden. I don't think I'm even going to weaken. I'm just going to start throwing Pokeballs now. Not even close. Okay. I think it's going to take forever to knock me out. Ooh, actually, that was much closer than I thought it would be. I'm just going to spam A until we catch this thing. I can take a lot of damage, so I'm just going to, well, a lot of hits at least. Ooh, so close. Come on. Stay in the ball. Been so close a couple of times. Let's just catch it. Just stay in the ball. It's not staying in the ball. All right, I'll use a Great Ball. If that's what you want, Corsola. That's what I wanted. The points on his head absorb nutrients from clean water. They cannot survive in polluted water. Hence the it was actually Galarian form, right? For this one, the Ghost version of Corsola, which is not Ghost and Rock, really, unfortunately. Nickname Corsola. I can rock with Corsola. His DVs are not very good though. Ooh. Corsola, Ella. Okay. I don't think we have any reason to fish anymore then. Let me double check. So Arbok is available in here in the morning, 5% chance. And then day for Sandslash. Okay. There's something surfing available. And that's pretty much it. Let's wander around until we find an Arbok then. Arbok footprints? How does an Arbok footprint happen? Plus, those are really weird looking footprints. Getting all sorts of buzzes, just random notifications. Let's go ahead and put myself on Do Not Disturb. I don't need to be looking at emails right now. If I just spam it, are you going to eventually give me an Arbok? I just want an Arbok. Nope, it's a Ponyta. Okay, I got a 5% chance, though. That's pretty decent. Or name Gundam ZZ because that's my favorite Gundam anime. And I can only think of names from my favorite books, favorite robots from anime. That's fine. I can rock with Gundam names. I don't know a ton about Gundam. I've only watched part of one of these titles from it, and I don't remember anymore because it's been like years and years. I need to go back and watch it because I really do enjoy the older anime. Yes, older anime though. Like huge fan of Trigun and a huge fan of Cowboy Bebop. All that stuff is great fun. Now here's the question. How much damage am I going to do? Okay, I can chip away at it a little bit. And maybe one more. Come on, Kracko. Hang in there, buddy. Then we're just going to go straight for the Great Ball because we don't want Kracko to die. Hey, we got the Arbok. Easy. All right. To intimidate foes, it spreads its chest wide and makes eerie sounds by expelling air from its mouth. Very creepy. Oof, has a 0 DV in special, but otherwise not too bad. Very mediocre, I guess. Glad to hear you're a connoisseur of retro anime. I really do love the retro stuff, specifically. I mean, I guess I started watching anime through shonen stuff, but one of my very early things that I watched that really got me hooked on anime was actually the Akira movie, which was super, super cool and really was up my alley as far as that's my style of anime right there. And hey, boss, how you doing? Connoisseur, is that the proper spelling, Adam? I would never have been able to tell you that. I'm not that good at spelling. Gundam ZZ. All right. Do we want to get all of Gundam? We'll just go with Gundam. How about that? Easier for me to type. If I actually spelled that right, I did. Okay. Cool. All right, so we have everything in here, actually. At least everything we can get without surfing. My voice is a little rough. I did a bunch of recording for my video this week yesterday. So my voice is a little tired, but trying to just stay hydrated and keep it up. The video for this week might be a longer one than usual. It's looking maybe 30 to 40 minutes. Depends on how much more of the audio I'm cutting out. I'm still working on it. I have about 13 minutes of the audio so far fully finished, edited down. It's surfing still. So only surfing and a sand slash during the day in here. We'll just wander around. 3 super potions. And retro anime talk is your favorite subject? Really, boss? What anime do you like to watch? What are some classics that everyone should enjoy? I recently was going back with my wife and rewatching from the beginning of Naruto, which was kind of a nice return to Naruto, because I've only seen Naruto like completely out of order, and I kind of got the gist of it, but I never actually sat down and really watched, through in a proper way. Where are we over here now? Where is this? I feel like we were maybe here before. I don't even know where we are. Pokegear? Okay, I think we were here before. Have we caught everything over here, though? That's the question. There's a 1% chance of something in the morning, which is perfect, because it's morning right now. Oddish during the day. And then some stuff if we smash some rocks. Hey, Jigglypuff, how you doing? Any teamwork suggestions? I have a Tangela, Eevee, soon to be Umbreon, Prinplup, and Crobat, pre-gym form and 5. If I can speak, pre-gyms 4 and 5. Let's see. Teamwork suggestions. So you have Grass, Dark, Prinplup will be Empoleon then, which will be Water, Steel. Crobat is Flying and Poison. You don't have any electric types or ground or rock types. That would be the thing I think that your team would need. One of the two those are both really good additions. Ground type is very good offensively. And electric type is useful, but also quite actually good defensively. It doesn't take a lot of damage it doesn't take super effective damage from anything except for ground. So it's kind of nice to have the coverage. I'm going to use a super potion on Krako just in case we find something, because I'm trying to think. I think it's 6. It's no longer morning, but I'm not really sure. Might be later than that. We have a 1%. It doesn't even tell us what it is. I could check, but let's just run around in circles, I guess. How rude. You burned me. I will thunderbolt you, Ponyta. Do I have something for that? Please say I do. I I indeed do not have something for that. Okay, that's not my favorite. In that case, we'll just switch back to Fluffy. I think that's the only patch of grass that's going to count for where we're looking. I'll just go run around. We got a 1% chance of something, and I'm curious what it is. We'll just give this a couple seconds. And boss, you like watching Macross series, especially Macross 7. Oh, and Adam plans on watching it too soon. I have actually not. I'm not familiar with that. Maybe if I saw the artwork for it, I would recognize it. I don't think I've watched it though. If it's good, I should check it out. What's it about? And Adam doesn't know anything about Gen 4. That is the latest gen that I have really deep knowledge on. That's where I stopped playing as a kid, and now at this point, I've played some of the newer games, and I'm having to go backwards, back to after Gen 4, like 5, 6, and 7. So it's a weird place for me to be coming from. It's like 5 or 6 a.m. makes it in the morning in Gold, Silver, Crystal. Yeah, that sounds about right. Might be better to go look for whatever this is somewhere else. But I really am curious what this 1% encounter is. We'll give it like 5 more chances to show up. Still kind of a shot in the dark, or shot in the morning. But I am curious. I am curious. A lot of Ponytas and Ekans, though. You may know by the name of Robotech. Macross got changed to Battletech. Does that say something? I definitely recognize Robotech. Yeah, Robotech, says Adam. That's the one I recognize. I haven't watched it, but now I do know what you're talking about. I should check that out then if it's good. I'd be down. Funnily enough, I actually was watching Akira. I believe that was for one of my classes in college, because I have a degree in. It's a complicated degree. It's a film and media degree with an emphasis in video games and video game production. So it's a very weird, long-winded way to say I did a lot of film studies and also played a lot of video games in college and learned how to make them and how to mess around, and luckily now how to hack Pokemon games, which has been very handy. All right. I don't think that we're going to get the 1% encounter over here, so we'll just go back. Let us fly. I definitely need a fight surge still. So you know what? I'm going to go check out the trainers in his gym. Let's see what we got here. I got Arcanine up front. That should be great for Magnemites, though, if that's what they have. Let's see. Electrode. As long as you don't self-destruct Electrode, I am okay with that. Okay, rollout is not what I wanted to see. Okay, stop there. There we go. Flamethrower. Okay, no more Electrodes. Oh, no, another Electrode. All right, maybe I have to switch. All right, let's see. Not liking the rollouts. Our team is not great against... You know what? Two can play this game. I'm going to defense curl. Ha! You missed your rollout. You fool. Now I'm going to start rolling out. You cannot withstand this power. Ah! Then I missed. I'm going to use Amnesia, though, in case something with election moves comes out. Bosses enjoy a lot of the singing because that's a major part of the entries. Oh, about Robotech? I'm down for that. I can rock with... I mean, I feel like a lot of that like classic anime feel was a lot more about music. There was a lot of music in like... Woo! I guess there's always been a lot of music in anime, but there's a very certain sound, I feel like. Patrick is just demolishing this team now. But like old Dragon Ball episodes, they have a certain sound to them, and I really do like that. Like sometimes it's a little Americanized in some anime, but that like, yeah, that goofy retro sound of the music and the bops that they came up with. There we go. That's what I was expecting to see, is Magnemites. That's fair, Adam. You were saying that you have a tough time with that series because you don't like any of the characters. That's fair. I mean, everyone's got their flavors that you like, for different shows. My wife and I have a lot of shows we like together, but like a lot of shows, like I'm a big fan of Breaking Bad. She has had a hard time finishing the series because it's just not her type of show. I'm gonna not learn Sweet Scent on Payson. Okay. But she admits like she thinks it's good. It's fine. It's just not something that she would like to watch much. So we've watched an episode here and there with her, and then she'll go back to her own shows. She's much more interested in either anime, which fair, or like rom-com and romance type stuff. Just much more up her alley. But yeah, I get it. Old anime have some nice jokes. Is that what you're saying? Or licks? Old anime has a very unique flavor to it. I feel like maybe it's just what becomes popular over here, but anime is a little bit more homogenous now than it used to be. I'm gonna get knocked straight out by that, so let's not do that actually. Resist now. We're gonna go Sleep Powder. I miss. Sleep Powder again. Okay. But I like the goofiness of old anime. Old tunes. Some nice tunes. Yeah. But I feel like old anime has like some weird quirks to it where it wasn't really as approachable for like international audiences a lot of the time. A lot of the time you have to have a little bit of context around the shows or like the meaning of things, because Japanese storytelling is actually quite different than American storytelling. This was very much the case for Elden Ring as well, which is made by FromSoft, which is a Japanese developer. They just have a very different way of showing a story, and building a world. It's much more based on what do we want to lead with here? I think Fluffy's a good lead. Let's see how we do here. But I think that a lot of Japanese storytelling, Miyazaki's another good example of they kind of set up a world and a premise, but they don't tell you a lot. They don't really hold your hand and like give you every single bit of detail. They kind of let you sit in the mystery and like the uncertainty of a world, and you just kind of have to accept some of the things. And if you really want to know, there's like lore behind every little thing they're doing. They just don't tell you up front that the reason for something, which is very evident in Elden Ring, and a lot of people had a hard time with it because they wanted a little bit more direct storytelling. Like, and there's a ton of story in Elden Ring. You just have to go find it. And kind of similar with Miyazaki, has a ton of world building and a ton of detail, but they just don't tell you. You just kind of have to absorb it as you watch. And that method of storytelling really is super cool to me. Just like dropping you in, let you experience it, and then like kind of pick up as you go along. But let's fight Surge. And Demon Locker, you watched all of the old Dragon Ball and you were not expecting what you watched? Yeah. The OG series is its own thing. It's entirely different than modern Dragon Ball, for sure. Okay, it immediately hits a Thunder. Don't love that. I'm actually going to switch out to Payson, and then we're going to tank a Thunder. Okay, it's going to miss. Sleep Powder. Then, Patrick is underleveled. I don't like that idea. But I'm going to Amnesia. We're going to just get set up here. Amnesia. Amnesia. All the way up. 252 special defense. Absolutely bonkers. I'll just do one defense curl Then we'll just start rolling out. No! Not the paralysis. Hey, it's fine. Patrick's just going to fight through it. Payson got a level. Nice. Oh, immediately into a Magneton? I was hoping an Electrode. Okay. In that case, do I have Paralyze Heal? I do. Good. Lock on. Okay. It has Zap Cannon, actually. I don't like that. It can guarantee hit a Zap Cannon. That's really annoying. We're just going to start rolling out and see if Patrick can just get lucky. We're not going to take any damage. We just can't deal any damage either. Come on, Patrick. And Adam, you're saying you watched OG Dragon Ball 4 years ago and fell in love with it, but DBZ mostly felt like a fever dream. Yeah, it's an interesting thing that happened with Toriyama's arcs. And actually, the similar thing I believe happened with, and I'm not going to remember the writer's name, the writer that drew the Naruto manga. But they both had pressure from the publishers, Funimation, I believe, for Dragon Ball, and I don't know who did. Did Viz do Naruto? But whatever the publishers were, they were giving a lot of pressure for tournament-style storylines. Oh, doing it fluffy. I need it on Patrick. I'm silly. But yeah, for some reason at the time, Shonen was expected to be all about tournaments. But it kind of can come at a cost, right? So when you're playing... Okay, huge explosion. All right, well, Payson's going back out. He's got the Electabuzz. We're going for Sleep Powder. We are under-leveled at this point. That hurts. I don't know if I outspeed with anything, though. If he misses a Thunder, then we're fine. He misses a Thunder. Please burn with Flamethrower. It doesn't burn with Flamethrower. He hits a Thunder. Okay. Simone might outspeed. It does not. It does not. He misses a Thunder, though. Thunder's too inaccurate. Doesn't drop special. Dang it. We're going to be able to beat it. Just not by much. Just not by much. We should have done this the whole time. What am I doing? Because we'll survive. Thunder Wave can actually paralyze here. And then Swift, I guess? Oh, he's going to outspeed. Now we'll outspeed, but now we're down to only Kenya. Try attack. Oh, it wins. Kenya gets all that experience. Kenya gets the win. Kenya's the GOAT. Zap Cannon. We actually get Zap Cannon from Surge? That's interesting. We updated the account to reflect your new badge, says the Pokemon League. You currently have 8 badges. Congratulations. 8 badges mean you are eligible to issue a challenge in the Elite Four. Only above an average trainer will be able to succeed. Remember, your gym challenge is only halfway done. You can now browse the full TM shop in any department store. Nice. The Pokemon League and many others will recognize you as a masterful trainer. Trainer tips. The game corners have The game corners have a variety of different prizes. Shop both Celadon and Goldenrod to pick a prize that best suits you. Nice. Thank you and have a good day. All right. Get a little water for the voice. But yeah, so just to get back caught up with Chad about the Dragon Ball thing. Yeah, so that was a big shift in the end of the Dragon Ball series as they started throwing more and more tournaments into it just from pressure from publishers, because that's what a lot of the expectation around it was. And then even into the big three with Naruto and One Piece, people really were pushing for that type of combat and the tournament style fighting. That's really what they wanted, and it kind of shaped anime for quite a while in that interim. Luckily, we're away from that now, but it was a weird time for a minute in anime. And Dragon Ball Z really dove headfirst into the action tournament fighting and kind of just went for it. So it became their style now. We have a lot of chat to catch up on. I will just make sure I didn't bump the volume. I keep fiddling with my microphone. I got to stop doing that. I will catch up with chat real quick before we do anything too exciting. I'll just go heal and stuff in the meantime. But Boss was saying, I know the feeling. I convinced my girlfriend to watch Dragon Ball, and she says it's too slow for her. Yeah, but I told her she has to watch it to appreciate what the later series give you. That's totally fair. Dragon Ball is, and older anime in general, is a very different pace than what a lot of people are used to. Okay, these people don't want to fight either. Wait, can we catch something here? Oh, Vampy. I don't have a Vampy. Okay. Teddy Ursa as well. Super Rod has a couple of catches as well. So we got to walk around. We got to get a Super Rod. All right. But yeah, so older anime has a slower pace. Boss, you're totally right. And it's a very different way of storytelling. I'm a big fan of Bleach, and I've watched Bleach for many years. And for that series specifically, it's really noticeable because it has that traditional slower shonen pace at the beginning of the series, but they just released a couple of cores of the last arc that they're finally getting back to many years later. And the pacing is completely different than it used to be, which is fine. I mean, modern anime is just intended to be shorter series, much faster paced. But these old shonen series like the Big Three and like Dragon Ball, they were just meant to go forever. So like there was no real need. It is Vampy. But there was really no need to make it fast, you know, or like, you know, speed things up. It was meant to just kind of exist for a long time. So I get if it feels slow nowadays going back to it. Adam was saying that he's also fascinated by Miyazaki's writing and plan on watching a lot of his pieces. It's very good stuff across the board. I know that a lot of people haven't watched or maybe weren't as taken by things like The Wind Rises or some of the like lesser known Miyazaki stuff, but genuinely I love it all. It's so cool. Yeah, and the Dragon Ball manga, I don't know about the original Dragon Ball, but what we know as Dragon Ball Z in the US, the manga's like 24, 25 volumes. It's really actually not very long. There's a lot more anime actually than manga content, which is fascinating around it. A lot of filler stuff, but also just slower paced. Just, you know, they took their time. And Ghibli films are so beautiful and have a fantastic story to each one. Absolutely. By the way, chat, we're going to need a name for the Fampy here. And the Pokédex entry is during the deserted morning hours, it comes ashore where it definitely uses its trunk to take a shower. How cute. We need a nickname for Fampy. But yes, Studio Ghibli films are absolutely beautiful and have so much depth. And you don't think you even have a favorite one? I don't think I do. I don't know. I might have to say Spirited Away. It's so good. It's so fantastic. It is a journey to watch because it goes through, like, it's not actually that long, but it feels like you are on an epic quest getting through that movie because it goes through so much information and so many characters and so much world building that by the end you're like, wow, I'm in another dimension. You know, it's good stuff. It's really cool. Good because it's water for the boys. Also watched The Boy and the Heron and adored it, but it was the only one in my family that did. Really? I'm very surprised. Good that nobody else was for it. I know that our sister Hope really likes the Miyazaki stuff, so I'm surprised that she didn't like it. Yeah, interesting. But I have not seen Boy and the Heron yet. I've heard it's quite divisive. Some people have found it very confusing, but I think it's once again just that Miyazaki storytelling of just, oh, Dumbo, that's perfect for Fampy. But yeah, Miyazaki, like we were talking about earlier, for just the his style of storytelling is he doesn't like to tell you a lot. It's just kind of figure it out, you know? But it makes the world feel more real in some ways. Because obviously in the real world, Nobody's going to sit down and be like, okay, here's what's going on. You know, it's like they're not going to suddenly stop and explain everything they're doing. It's normal to them. Excuse me. Let's see. But yeah, it's normal to them. So like they don't stop and like talk about what's happening. Oh, Poliwhirl on the first fish. Look at that. We got it. Let's put it to sleep. I think I could do a little bit of damage here. Oops. As I spam sleep powder again by accident. Okay. Water gun should do nothing. That actually does a lot more than I thought. Ah, then we get hit by hypnosis. Stop with all this. I want to wake up. And Good does have great taste, Adam. You're absolutely right with that. And you heard a lot of people were confused by Boy and the Heron and had a great time the second watch. Really? That's actually very interesting that it kind of takes 2 watches to fully get it. The cast is crazy. For the English cast. That's the part where that really shocked me. To see who all is in it, because they went crazy with the casting. I can't understand exactly why they did it, but like they got everybody all like even like Christian Bale is in it. What's his name? I can see his Willem Dafoe is in it, I believe. They have a good cast in it, honestly. But this is Poliwhirl, the tadpole Pokemon. Although it's mostly a frog now. Though it's skilled at walking, it prefers to live underwater where there's less danger. That's fair, Poliwhirl. Me too. I also prefer to live underwater where there's less danger. Okay, it has no attack, which is not great for a Poliwhirl. I guess we can make it a Politoad. But Adam, do you want to nickname Poliwhirl if you love it? And Robert Pattinson too. Good. You're right. The cast was crazy, in all honesty. I'm gonna name this Swirl. How about that, Adam? Does that sound good? Swirl. Oh, the fish. I'm sorry, Demon. I'm sorry. I should have waited a little bit longer. I'm sorry. Mellow was good. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I gotta heal up. I should have left it a little bit longer for you guys to come up with one. That was a good one too. Dang. Keep that in the chat, guys, and we will use that again for sure, though. We have something else here. What was the chance on it? We have something else we can fish for. Only a 5% chance. Morning and night. What time is it now? Still morning, right? Yes, okay. So we still technically have a chance to catch whatever this mystery one is. 5% chance. That's not too bad. What is it? Poliwhirl. I'm so sorry, Adam. It wasn't a very good Poliwhirl anyway for a Poliwrath. I don't know. Do you like Poliwrath? I feel like they're similar enough to Poliwhirl. Maybe you are a big fan, but we could actually look for one that has good DVs. Maybe even a shiny. And I have to get a separate Poliwrath. You know what? You're right. You're right, Adam. I owe you the correct... I'm sorry, Adam. I didn't mean to do that one. I didn't even mean to knock it out. That was going to be the one I was going to catch. Let's do it again. I mean, we could catch a Poliwag too, but... I'm sorry, Adam. I'll get you another one. Right now. I'm working on it. Except I can't run away from Poliwags. Let's see. Give me a good one. There's so many Poliwags. Yeah, no, Adam, I know, I'm joking too, but we're gonna get one anyway because I am curious if we can get a good Poliwrath. I think it's one of my favorite fighting types from these gens. If I can get away. Because I like Machamp, but he's obviously not available in base game most of the time, so he's not really an option. So outside of that, Hitmonlee, Hitmontop's okay too. Or Poliwrath. They're really the only ones worth trying to get. I'm going to try to get a male. I don't know if Crystal Clear fixed the issue with the gender being decided by the DVs. Just in case, though, a male is more guaranteed to have higher attack if it works the same way that it does in base Crystal. I cannot get a break with this Poliwag. Poliwag is so speedy. Gonna kick MT from his own stream for bullying Adam. Good, you wouldn't. There we go. We got a bite, and it's a Poliwag. You know what? I'll catch a Poliwag. How about that? We'll catch a Poliwag and we can level it up. Because apparently we're not getting lucky with... Great Ball might have been overkill. Maybe not. I'm going to try Pokeballs though, because I have a ton of them. Poliwag should have a decent catch rate. Yeah, it does. I don't like these DVs, unfortunately. I'm not going to nickname it because it doesn't have good DVs. Let's keep going. I am going to keep hunting for Malo. Okay, let's try this one. I have a good feeling about this for some reason. This Poliwhirl might be the one. I was very disappointed with those Poliwag's DVs. Let's try again here. I am determined to get a good one. Yeah, it was very mid, Adam, I know. That is 0 DV in HP. That was not what we wanted to see with that. Absolutely not. Nicknamed the Poliwhirl. Okay. 0 speed DVs, so that's something. But a 13 in special and 11 in attack. I'll take it. I'll take it without the speed. That's fine enough for me. So this is the one. Malo is the one right here. Malo. Then we still technically have a 5% chance to catch something else. No idea what it could be, though. Let's actually switch our team members to Simone. We'll fish for a little bit longer, just in case. But we could actually go switch... I don't know. Simone's also really good. And we need a Water Stone anyway. So, until we can get a Water Stone, not super great, because we want Poliwrath, not Poliwhirl on our team for the late game. But I think in Crystal Clear you can buy them in Celadon. I believe. So that will actually solve that problem. Man, it's just determined not to give us whatever that 5%. Oh, lovely, a Magikarp. What is the other thing here then? Oh, am I using a Good Rod? I should be using a... It's a Super Rod, right? I was using a Super Rod earlier and then I got sidetracked and started using a Good Rod. Yeah, Super Rod. So only during... Wait a minute. No, morning and night, right? Yeah, so we should have a 5% chance to encounter whatever this is. I'm very confused now what it could be. It's not coming. Poliwrath speed is 70, I think, so it may be outsped sometimes with 0 DV. Yeah, it might get outsped, but also we're going to have the speed boost as well. And probably be... Well, I guess we're not going to be over leveled at any point in this because the trainers are going to scale. So there's a chance to get outsped, but I'll happily take a 13 special and 11 attack DV over a 0 in one of those. I'd rather not have the speed and have the other stats be good. That's where my thought process is. At some point we can come back because chaining is a thing. We could come back and eventually... I might have to call it here for some reason. We're not getting anything. But we could come back and like really start chaining them and try to get a shiny, which would be really cool too. But I don't think... Alright, we're not getting lucky. We're just going to go ahead and move on. We are going to go... Where's next? What should we do next? Let's go over to Viridian. Do we have anything interesting over here on Route 1? Just start from the top. Ooh, Sentret. 25% chance. We haven't caught a Sentret yet? Now that is funny that we haven't caught one of those. He's a classic. And I mean, Demon Locker, if you're still here, you are the one that, oh no, it was Riley, right? Riley names things Spaghetti, but we can name it for Riley on her behalf. Name Sentret Spaghetti. I know that is a go-to for Sentrets on the Celestial Gaming channel. There we go. There's Sentret. I definitely don't want to hit it with, with an attack. It's only level 3, poor thing. Let's put it to sleep just for extra good measure. Yeah, Adam, you're right. DVs are from Gen 1 and 2. That number is called a DV, and then they switched to IVs in Gen 3, and they, instead of up to 15, they go up to 31. And they're still a random figure. So they work a little differently, but they're kind of the same concept. Where's my Pokeballs? Really? Come on, Sentret. I'm just going to start throwing Pokeballs now. Oh, wow. It's actually going to be a little bit of a fighter here. You know what that means? We got to get Kenya on the field and get some false swipe going. All right. Pokeball. Sleeping Sentret at 1 HP. Okay, there we go. Sentret, when acting as a lookout, it warns others of danger by screeching and hitting the ground with its tail. That sounds awful. Psychic and would dematerialize a level 3 Sentret. It would just get obliterated. We'll go ahead and name Sentret Spaghetti. Spaghetti. I believe that's, oh, it's 2 T's, right? Spaghetti? I think that's right. I'm bad at spelling. Okay. I think that's literally everything here. Cool. So we're good there. I'll go ahead and heal up real quick. Probably unnecessary, just for good measure, because I can't remember if I did it already. What's over here on Route 22? Oops. I was going to check the Pokédex. Gligar, we actually already have you. We've actually already caught one of those. There's another 5% something with a Super Rod. And it's during, oops. During morning and night. Something. Maybe we get lucky here? I don't know what else to do for that. There's something that's really hard to find apparently out here somewhere. And I don't know what it could be. More Poliwogs though. They love to come to the Super Rod. I mean, I don't think that we'll have to be a higher level or more gym badges to encounter it, but maybe there's some mechanic in Crystal Clear I'm not familiar with. I believe you're right in the spelling. Perfect. Thank you, boss, for double checking me. No luck here either. I have no idea what that mystery encounter is. It's really not wanting to show up. Huh, maybe we'll have to move on and just figure it out later. As we see more Pokemon too, it's going to get revealed in the Pokédex. I could go turn that on, but it feels a little cheap to just immediately know what everything is and where it is and how to catch it. I already know a lot about how to catch it. Might as well leave something a mystery. We'll try one more after this. I think there's just a bunch of Poliwhirls. Weird. One last roll of the dice. And it's a Poliwhirl. All right, well. I can technically go battle the Elite Four as well, but I feel like we're not prepared at all for that. Yeah, there's no item there. Oop. My light went out. My little light was not charged up all the way. But I think the lighting's still pretty good. We might just get a little bit of the color flicker from the low light, but that's fine. We'll just go ahead and use Psychic. We need the experience anyway. We are kind of underleveled for going into the league or to the next gym, so we need to actually find some trainers finally. You're holding the... Oh. I cannot hold any more items. I'm going to go ahead and use a PP Max on Simone's Psychic. That seems like a good use for that. We have a Thick Club. Oh, man. I definitely need to... Have we caught a Cubone, actually? Where's Cubone? Which number is Cubone? I don't remember. Oh, Cubone. We do have a Cubone. I think we need a Cubone, guys. Next question. Was it a good Cubone? Does Patrick... Oh, Patrick is holding the leftovers. Let's take the leftovers. Patrick's been a champ, though. Well, we'll switch it and we can bring him back later. Because I really would love to use a Cubone with that Thick Club that we picked up. I don't know which box it was in, though. I gotta love Gen 1 and 2 box management. Nope. Not box 1. Switch again. This is one thing I'm glad they changed in Gen 3. There it is. Scully. Ooh. Scully does not have very good DVs. I don't think we actually want Scully. I know that... Let's go to Goldenrod. I think that Cubone was able to be purchased at the thingamajig here, the game corner. Yes, we can. Okay. For not very much. Let's free a Cubone here. Oh, yeah. I can get a very specific amount. I'm buying. I cannot buy. Oh, I only need 200. I was like 2,000. I was very confused. I only need 200. This is a very different screen than I'm used to. There we go. Cubone, please. Oh, actually, that would be a good place to reset. Interesting. These DVs are weird. Adam, you love the Crystal Poliwhirl sprite so much. I'm glad. It's so fun. Poliwhirl is magical. Let's buy a Cubone into freedom. Yeah, we have set this Cubone free. However, I'm curious if we should reset. Because he's got 15s and 3 stats. Not attack, but it's going to have a boosted attack anyway. And it'll be a female Marowak. It's going to have crappy speed. But I think a 15 defense and special. So it's going to have boosted special defense. Might be worth it. I might go for it. What's a good nickname for a Marowak, though? Besides the obvious Bone Mommy reference for Celestial Gaming. What's a good Marowak name? We already used Scully. I say need for special, but no need for special, but it could use some special defense. Yeah, they're the same DV in Gen 2, so that will actually boost our special defense by quite a bit. The 1 DV in speed really hurts. Otherwise, it's an incredible set. Struggler or Guts? I'll go for Guts. Let's go Guts. Struggler feels like we're gonna jinx it. Hey Shadow, how you doing? How are you doing? We'll go with Guts for Cubone. Cubone's got guts. All right. We have a bunch of stuff on here. I don't think we've gotten yet. A Kangaskhan could be really good. Oh, actually, perfect. I just went right into our team. So I can actually give this the Thick Club. Oh, except... nope. I want to give would actually like to give the XP share first. Okay, there we go. Guts needs some levels, but could be a really good Marowak with a thick club. I might buy another 200 coins. Let me double check, actually. Because I don't think we've caught a Kangaskhan. I'd be very surprised. Rhyhorn, either, we haven't caught. Oh, we have caught a Kangaskhan. Would you look at that, but not a Rhyhorn. How much was Rhyhorn? They have more Cubones. It's 800. Mr. Mime, too, actually. That might be a good thing to get here as well. We've seen a Mr. Mime, I'm sure. Mr. Mime. Route 21 is a 5% chance. In the water? Oh, in the grass over there. Seafoam Islands and Goldenrod for 600 coins. Okay. What else was there? Then Rhyhorn was 800, kind of expensive. Sneasel and Dratini. Dratini is kind of going to be a freebie in Dragon's Cave. If we haven't even... We may have gotten one already, actually. We have not gotten one already. I think it's going to be worth it to just go ahead and buy 600 coins here. Oh. Yeah, okay. I need to get used to that screen. That's a crazy looking screen. Oh, I have to go change my Pokemon. All right. Gotta walk back and switch to somebody and then switch back. Because I don't plan on carrying a Mr. Mime. Oh. Gotta switch the PC as well. Deposit. We'll just deposit Kenya real quick. And then we'll come right back, Kenya. Don't worry. Don't worry, Kenya. We'll be back. All right. There we go. We want a Mr. Mime. It uses a mysterious power it has in its fingers to solidify air into an invisible wall. Just like a mime. I didn't really need to save it because I don't think we're going to be giving a nickname to Mr. Mime. To 15 attack DBs on a Mr. Mime is funny. Guts has to earn that Dragon Slayer sword, the thick club. Yeah, Adam, you're right. That thick club is going to do some real damage. There could be so many jokes that could be made for a female Cubone with a thick club. That is true. That is true. It's a good one. I'm just going to name this Clown. And then he's going straight in the PC because I am terrified of Mr. Mime ever since the red and blue sprites. They're awful. They're absolutely the worst. We're just going to go ahead and deposit that. Goodbye. And then we're going to get Kenya back. We got Kenya. Oh, Mr. Joestar. Sorry, Adam. I just saw that. I'm not going to be using it, though. Not a fan of Mr. Mime, to be fair. Cool. Actually, let me heal up real quick. And then we can go back to catching some Pokemon. Since we're here, I might as well double check that we have everything. We're getting to the point... Do not have everything. Actually, I need an Abra. There's a 10% chance for an Abra all the time, so we'll just run around till we get one. We're getting to the point that I'm going to have to start double checking all the routes and try to get the more rare things we haven't caught yet, because we are at 102 so far. We're over 100. It's so cruel to see that on a Mime. The 10 attack DV is wild. But we have 102 in our Pokédex. We are making progress. Feels good. Feels real good. No, thank you, Pidgey. Get out of my way. I want an Abra. Give me Abra. Man, so many Snubbles. I was looking at that right? Yeah, 10% chance at level 10 all the time. Come on. Oh, there it is. Right when I was getting concerned. Okay. Go to sleep. And then just stay in the Great Ball and don't teleport away. Please, Abra, please. Oh, no. Stay in the ball. All right, there we go. The Psy Pokemon. It hypnotizes itself so it can teleport away when it senses danger, even if it's asleep. That's a fancy trick. Except it was sleeping and it couldn't teleport. There we go. Okay, stats across the board. Might not be one that we run, but pretty dang cool. It may take some more time to get the rest of the Pokemon. More time than the rest of the Pokemon than for 102. Very fair, but I feel like we're getting the hang of it and we're getting through them quicker than before too. I think I'm getting better at Crystal Clear and using the Pokédex. But for Abra, male Abra, what's a good name for a male Abra? What do you think, chat? Does anybody have any good ones? Good nicknames for an Abra? And then we'll have to see what else we have in this area before we move on. Because now that I can change the time of day pretty quickly, we could get anything else that's available here if it's like more than a 1% chance. It seems like there's really not a reason to be running Magic Man. I can rock with that. Good. Let's go with that. Magic Man. But there's not much of a reason it doesn't seem to try to get the 1% encounters right now. We can come back for them later. There is something with a 5% that I still haven't found, weirdly enough. Then the surfing. That's really weird. There's a 5% chance of something. We just haven't seen it. Well, I'll keep running around. I don't think there's any like trees or places that would like kind of lead me to think that we're missing something. I guess there's a tree right here. We don't have Headbutt anymore though. There were footprints and I missed them. Yeah, they're gone. Oh well. If it's a 5%, it's not that bad of a chance. The Pokédex milestone just reminded me of a saying. 80% of the work takes 20% of the time, and the last 20% takes 80% of the time. Absolutely it does. Absolutely. Although in producing my videos, like the one I'm working on right now, which is for a Caterpie solo run, the actual playthrough time itself, just to get the footage, is ridiculous. Hey, it's a Ditto! That's what our mystery Pokemon is. Okay. I don't love that he just got a lot stronger from that. Okay. Just stay in a Great Ball, please. Thank you. You're so kind. Okay, no, he didn't stay. No, thank you. Okay. Oh. Good luck saying. Wow. I'm going to have to actually damage this thing. I'm going to have to actually fight this thing. I'm sorry, Payson. I didn't realize that a Ditto also steals the nickname, because that's wild. Okay, on a 1 HP, how hard is it to catch? Still pretty dang hard. Just stay in a Great Ball, please. Why couldn't you have transformed into something else? That would have been easier to catch. I don't know what a Ditto's catch rate is actually normally. Or does it even change when it transforms? I don't know. All right, we got the Ditto. When it encounters another Ditto, it will move faster than normal to duplicate that opponent exactly. That's funny. Give a nickname to Ditto? Absolutely. Ditto stats, besides HP, don't really matter because when it transforms, it steals the stats anyway. Yeah, and Adam, Caterpie? Yep. Good. You have a nickname you want for Ditto? But yeah, that's the video that I'm working on right now for the editing the audio right now to get the voiceover put together, and then I will just have to sync up the video. And then hopefully Aiming for release of maybe Thursday. Oh, Yogurt's good, Adam. Blob says boss. Yogurt's funny. I might go with Yogurt. Adam, that's a good one. And you said your creativity was off today. Or Gak is funny too. Oh, you're right, Good. No, Good has the best. Oh, wait. Can I not do... I can't do that one, Good. I only have a dash and it doesn't look quite right. I like Gak too, actually. Yogurt or Gak? I'm gonna go Gak because it's even funnier. It's just like a goofy word. Gak. Wait. Try that? Okay, let's see. So an I and then, oops, I, and then dash and then I. Oh, you want the parentheses on it? We can do parentheses. What do you think of this, Good? Does this work? And then that, and then I, parentheses. There we go. The perfect man. And they say the perfect man doesn't exist. Ditto. All right, we got it. We found that there was a 5% chance of a Ditto right there. That's wild. I didn't know that there was a Ditto over here. I had no idea. Then everything else is surfing. Okay, cool. We're done with that area. Was there anything in here we missed? In the forest? I think we were really thorough in here. Oh, there's a 1% chance of a Bulbasaur. Ooh, a 50% of the Oddish at night. That's probably worth the surfing. 5%? Again, something 5%. And then the trees, there's a chance of a... We haven't caught a Scyther yet? Well, there's some good stuff at night in here. And then the event for Celebi. I'm going to save. Let's set it to night. Let's catch an Oddish. That's going to be really nice to have. And then we can also try to get a Scyther. So I'll go ahead and let me double check to make sure I saved. I always get anxious about that. Always have, ever since I was a kid. I always double, triple saved on my old Game Boy too. Let's reset the clock. And then we can continue. And then we can set with the control pad. It's going to be now 10:51 p.m. Okay. So now there's a 50% chance of an Oddish. Hey, there's a little guy. I love his Gen 2 sprite. It's so cute. That works better. Ditto with perfect stats is hard. I love Ditto. I mean, he's so bad. He's not good in an actual playthrough. But he's so funny. Such a funny idea for a Pokemon. Like, its stats don't even matter. It's just all about transforming it to exactly match the opponent. Oddish was caught. That was very easy. The weed Pokemon. During the day, it stays in the cold underground to avoid the sun. It grows by bathing in the moonlight. Really? It's a nocturnal Pokemon. Never would have guessed. Wait, can't Oddish have chlorophyll? How does it grow in the moonlight if it has chlorophyll? Well, I guess moonlight is also sunlight. I guess that's the secret right there. Not the worst stats. 12 in defense and 10 in special. It's a little goober. I think this one needs to be Erica, right? I think it's only right that this is Erica. Erica the Oddish. All right, there we go. So we have a 15% chance of a Scyther in the trees. Yes. That means we need to teach Headbutt. Do I actually... Wait a minute. Oh, I do have a Headbutt. TM? Who can learn Headbutt? A ton of people can learn Headbutt. Let's teach it to Guts. Guts learned Headbutt. Nice. Okay. Now we can just look for a Scyther. Scyther? Pineco. We already have a Pineco. Scyther? Nope, nothing. We'll just keep working on these 4 trees for a while until we get a Scyther. No, thank you, Pineco. Nice to see ya. But we don't need another Pineco right now. So many Pinecos. Aren't Pinecos like huge too? I think they're like way big for... Hey, Caterpie, it's a sleeping Caterpie. Of course it should make sense that there should be some daytime Pokemon that are sleeping in the trees at night. I never put that really together that could happen. Hey, there's a Scyther. All right, so we're going to immediately go for Sleep Powder. Because it could actually do some good damage with... probably doesn't have Fury Cutter. But Bug moves will do really good damage against Poison. Actually, no. Scratch that. Take it back. That's only in Gen 1. Gen 2, Bug is no longer super effective against Poison. But back in Gen 1, they were literally super effective against each other. So Poison and Bug could deal super effective damage both ways. Very weird. They changed that for Gen 2, though. Man, I might need to weaken this thing. Yep, I'm going to go weaken this thing. Okay. We're going to switch out to Kenya. It can't do a ton. False Swipe should take it right down. There we go. Okay, I don't love that you're actually setting that up. That actually does work now in Gen 2. In Gen 1, that's another weird thing. Focus Energy doesn't actually work in Gen 1. The crit, all of the crit stuff is just crazy. Let's just keep throwing Pokeballs. Adam says, I don't know, but in the anime, Pineco and Fortress can easily be hugged whole. Oh, are they like a couple feet tall then, maybe? They're not huge then. And Shadow, you're saying that your favorite move in Pokemon is probably Flamethrower. Hey, that's actually a really good choice. I just did a short... actually, that reminds me, real quick. Everybody that's currently watching, make sure to like the stream. I always forget to say that, but please do like the stream. It does help promote it to everybody, and I'm actually going to check on the stream health, make sure everything is good as well. Over here, yes. But if you can like the stream, that really does help promote it and have other people see these playthroughs, which is super helpful. And also, there's a short that just went live today that if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. I'm pretty proud of how it came out. I think it's a pretty dang good one. But all that out of the way, we still need to catch this Scyther. The reason it reminded me Shadow is because it was all about Fire-type Pokemon in Gen 2. So your Flamethrower reminded me of all of that update. But thank you for sitting through my little rant about the stream. You already liked it? Perfect, Shadow. Thank you. You rock. I really want to catch the Scyther, but it is giving me some trouble. I guess we just go for an Ultra Ball. Wow. What is the catch rate on a Scyther with Pokeballs? This is crazy. Not even close. All right, go back to sleep, Scyther. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. There it is. Fine freaking Lee. Scyther, the Mantis Pokemon. It's very proud of its speed. It moves so fast that its opponent does not even know that what knocked it down. Dang, that's pretty crazy. It just flashes out of nowhere, just knocks people on the ground and other Pokemon. Nickname? Absolutely. Not terrible. Not terrible. Perfectly serviceable. And Adam, your favorite moves are Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Blizzard. Those are all really solid options. Gen 1 Blizzard especially. Dangayo? Sure, I can name it Dangayo. Is that a reference to something that I'm not familiar with? Because Dangayo is pretty rockin'. I know Dangai from the Precipice world of Bleach, but I'm sure that's not what it is because the O at the end tells me something different. But Dangayo. Very nice. Okay, cool. So there's only something else that's a 1% encounter, and then still that weird encounter here in the water that I just cannot get. We'll give it like 5 more attempts over here. Because I am determined. I want to find out what it is. That's another anime, if I remember correctly. Ah, okay. That would make sense. Let's switch our teammates again here, because it makes it easier to run away. I'm determined. I really want to know what it is, and it says it should be catchable, but maybe there's something special about this encounter that I don't know. That's 2 encounters. We'll do 3 more. It's a giant robot from a 3-episode-long OVA from the late 80s. Hey, that's awesome. I love the references. Right? Okay. Nope. Another Poliwag. Okay. Well, I'll give it one more shot. Last chance. Then we'll just move on. This mystery encounter is driving me crazy. Maybe it's a Poliwrath? Which would just... we could immediately solve that problem by going and evolving our Poliwhirl. Which we might as well go do. Because I believe, if I'm thinking correctly, it's probably going to be the 4th floor. Just double check here. This guy should be... Oh, this guy's TMs, but we got a lot of options. Oh, we have so many good TMs we can buy from him. 4 different sets, too. Oh, so much good stuff. Sludge Bomb is so nice to have. Tree Meter, Thief, Steel Wing, Nightmare. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, there's some really good stuff in here. Oh, Earthquake. Earthquake is expensive, but it's here now. I can technically go pick it up from Victory Road now, too, actually. It would probably be worth it for, whatchamacallit? Marowak. Forgetting Pokemon names now. Hey, there it is. Waterstone. We don't have one, right? So we have a Firestone. Yeah, no Waterstone. Okay. So we're going to get a Waterstone. Except I can't carry any more items. You've got to be kidding me. Escape rope. I don't need that. Okay. It's actually good that we caught a couple of Poliwhirls, because we need a Politoed and a Poliwrath. I'll just run over to the Pokemon Center. And that should... We're going to deposit Kenya again, because she doesn't have an item. Then we're going to withdraw Mallow. All right, here we go. Woo! Nice. Evolved into Poliwrath. Very cool. I didn't even check your moves, but we can always change them up. We have full access to all the move tutors in this game. Honestly, though, having Hypnosis is pretty dang good. Not bad, not bad. You're pretty cool, Malo, but I need Kenya for flying. But that solves that, so I wonder if that now takes care of those mystery encounters. In theory, we can actually find out really easily. We can go back to... Vermilion had those encounters too. I can go back to Vermilion, go here, and look at the area, and... Yep, Poliwrath. It was a Poliwrath. We solved it. We solved the mystery. Nice. We got 107 on the Pokédex so far. That is really good. Let's go ahead and head over to... Where haven't we been yet? We might have some good stuff. We haven't been to Cyanwood, have we? I don't believe so. We've actually beaten Jasmine already, but not... we haven't been to Mahogany yet. Let's go ahead and heal up just in case. And check in with chat. So about that 3-episode long OVA from the 80s, Adam saying, sadly the director didn't handle the Dangayo anime well. Partially because they wanted to make a Mazinger anime? Not familiar with that one either. Because the studio had budget problem, 4 episodes were planned, but everything after episode 3 got sloppy and episode 4 was never made because he had no creativity left. Oh man, that's always a shame. It's always too bad to see like stuff that has potential just kind of go to the wayside. Just double check here. Make sure we're at the right time of day to catch whatever we need. All right, so there's a 1% chance of a Venomoth. That's the only thing in this whole area. Let's go up to Lake of Rage and see if it's any different. Hey, we got the 1% Venomoth encounter. Would you look at that? Okay, I'm going to just put you right to sleep. We don't need you acting up here. And then we're going to false swipe. And we're going to false swipe again. I only have Pokeballs left, but I have a lot of them. So I think we can make this work. Ooh, that was actually close. That was actually close. Come on, Venomoth. Yeah, there we go. Nice. The scales it shatters. If I can read. The scales it scatters will paralyze anyone who touches them. There we go. Making that person unable to stand. Wow. Ooh, 0 DVs in special. That's not what you want to see. Now is it? All right. We're going to go ahead and name this. It's a male Venomoth. I think this needs to be Koga. For his... Oops. For his Venomoths in Pokemon Yellow. Or Venomoth and Venonats in Pokemon Yellow. I'm glad that you really enjoyed, you know, at least the 3 episodes that they did make, Adam, and the Diangaio was super cool. I really like these, you know, more, I guess, unique or like one-off projects. I think they can be really cool. I've actually caught everything here. I can save the red Gyarados for another time then. We're actually done with the Lake of Rage already. Wow. I wonder if there's anything else in Ice Path. Ooh, we can go up there. There's something up there we can get. Is there anything in Ice Path we can catch? Ooh, there's definitely stuff we can catch. Okay, at night, which is perfect. There's a 40% chance of something. What do we got? Was our 40% encounter? It's a Golbat. Oh, wait, no, we've already caught a Golbat. Okay. It's not a Golbat, then what is it? Delibird? It's a Delibird! Would you look at that? We're going to go out and put this thing to sleep, and then... Ooh, thank you for the present. Okay, put it to sleep, and then we can deal some damage. Venomoth's Pokédex entry reminds me you of Mothra so much. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool reference. I didn't even put that together, but yeah. I wonder, it's got to be inspired, right, by Mothra? There's no way it's not. They've got to be connected. I have to imagine. And Mazinger is an iconic robot, but it's not as widely known as Tetsujin 28, aka Gigantor. Oh, Gigantor. I've definitely heard that one. Thanks for listening to my history lesson. And yeah, no problem. And it's Santa. It healed twice in a row. It's getting no luck with the presents. All right, Delibird, time to go back to sleep. Oh, you fled. Let's actually switch Kenya out front. That was so rude of you, Delibird. We were just getting somewhere. All right, we got to find another Delibird. Yeah, boss, Santa arrived and then immediately left again. But yeah, I was thinking about the kind of the concept of these creators starting a series, and then maybe it kind of runs away from them a little bit, because it's definitely one of the things that I saw kind of happen with the Bleach series as well. I know a lot of people rag on it for the later season, like the later arcs of it, I guess. But But the tough thing about it is I feel like it was coming from a really cool place and like had a really cool potential. And I really enjoy it overall still. But unfortunately, because of the work environment around manga and anime creation in Japan, there was a lot of pressure on Tite Kubo, who was the creator, to try to just pump out the material as quickly as possible. And toward the end of the series, he was actually seeing a ton of health problems and was just basically running out of steam. They were running him into the ground, and it comes through a little bit in the end of the series, which is not what you want to see. You know, a series kind of fall apart like that, where there's episodes that are planned and then they just kind of start to fizzle out. And then at the end of the series, Jump basically was like, yeah, you got to wrap it up by this date, and told them to just be done with it. And it's just a shame to see creative people get caught up in like the monotony of the process of like getting things produced and funded, and then the cool ideas that they have kind of get muddled. It's just a shame. But for Delibird, it always carries its food with it wherever it goes. If attacked, it throws its food at the opponent. Is that what present is? Is food? That's interesting. Oh, this isn't Santa. It's Mrs. Claus. We can give this the proper punctuation as well. I think we have enough room for a space. Klaus. Mrs. Klaus. Right? I'm going with it. I think so. Delibird saw you and didn't appreciate the gifts. So yeah, he got places to be. He had to go deliver toys. Okay, that was the big one in here. And then there's a bunch of Rock Smash options. Probably worth teaching Rock Smash if we can then, in all honesty. I have 2 of them. Let's give it to Guts, actually. We can teach over it later. What do we have? Is Shelder? We already have you, Shelder. And how did you come out of a rock? That's strange. Alright, get out of here, Golbat. Smash some more rocks. Another Shelder. There's got to be something else in these rocks besides Shelders. Oh, Smoochum. Oh, that sprite is so angry. I don't like that at all. Does a Pokeball just catch it? Oh, it probably will. Just stay in the ball, Smoochum. I want to send you the PC. The Kiss Pokemon? Oh. The sensitivity of its lips develops most quickly. It tries to use them to identify unknown objects. It's very disturbing. I don't like this at all. Go away, Smoochum. I'm just going to name you Jinx, spelled different. And get out of here. Go. Okay, we're going to actually have Bill switch the box. There we go. Got it right this time. And Adam was saying that robot anime in the 70s and 80s often got cut short, mostly because of poor toy sales. That makes sense. They were basing a lot of their costs based on selling toys, probably. That makes a lot of sense. They're like, this is the model that we're just going to be selling a bunch of stuff. And that's what they were interested in. Oh, that didn't actually have an encounter. Smash all the rocks. Okay, another encounter. It's a Shelder. The other encounters still can happen at night, right? There is another 10% thing at night here. That's surfing. That's fishing. Oh, there's something with a good rod in here. There's a couple of things with a good rod. And then a couple, and one thing with a super rod. There's actually a lot of good stuff in here. Hold on. We gotta go fishing. Gone fishing. We'll start with the good rod. Yu Yu Hakusho comes to mind with the creative mind behind it getting burned out towards the end. Oh, really? I haven't actually seen that to the end, so that's unfortunate. It happens to a lot of creators though, just because of the environment around what they have to do. It's a tough life being in charge of these series. There's a lot of pressure when you're in charge of a full series like this. And Shadow saying, "Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is this bad?" Kid, mom, we need a Pokemon. We need Pokemon Fire Red. The mom, we have Fire Red already. Yeah, I get that. It's definitely a weird one. There we go. Gotta catch this thing. Got the Chinchou. Hey, easy catch. His antennae, which have evolved from a fin, have both positive and negative charges flowing through them. So that means if they touch them together, they like make a spark? That makes sense. That's how they do that. Okay, not the greatest DVs. You know, I'll actually name this Yu Yu. That's cute. For Yu Yu Hakusho. We'll go with that. Because Adam's saying Yu Yu Hakusho had so much more potential, but the... What is that? But the suits were merciless. Yeah. That happens. That happens, and it's really a shame. I feel really bad for Tite Kubo from Bleach because them giving him an end date as well of like for his series to be done. I think it was exactly on like the 15-year anniversary. But for somebody that's been 15 years into a series to just tell them like, yeah, no, wrap it up. It's crazy to me. It's like this person has made so much content and like they don't care. The suits don't care. But that's just the story, I guess, of a lot of jobs, huh? The suits don't care. Unfortunate. The manga suffered as well. The Dark Tournament is amazing. Senzui was okay, and the last arc was Blink. And you question what just happened? Yeah. I know that I believe my wife feels kind of similarly about... she's a huge fan of Demon Slayer. But this thing might be able to actually fight back a little bit. Okay, it got burned. I'm going to have to start throwing Pokeballs real quick here. Come on, Mantine, stay in the ball. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you. Stay in the ball. No, you're going to die, Mantine. Please, no. Stay. If I could heal you, I would. Okay, woo. The kite Pokemon. It swims along freely, eating things that swim into its mouth. Its whole body is very coarse. It's also the Pokemon that has the to me most blatant ripoff in Pal World. If you guys haven't seen it, look it up. The Mantine equivalent in Pal World is literally exactly the same. It's crazy. What's a good nickname for Mantine though? Really bad attacking stats, but otherwise not the worst DVs. And Shadow, your husband doesn't like anime, whereas you're an anime nerd when it comes to certain ones. Hey, everyone's got to have their thing, and if you guys have other things you like in common, I feel like it's just an interesting thing to be able to share with other people, right? It's always important to still have stuff that you're passionate about, even if your partner isn't, that you can still have friends outside of the partnership just to talk about the things you like. It's important to have that balance, right? You have things that your partner loves and that you can do together, and then your own passions, so you can still enjoy and be your own person, right? All right, a Mantine. Let's see. I think I'm gonna name Mantine Poppins because let's go fly a kite. That might be all that there was for a good rod, but I'll try one more. Oh, it's Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl's back. Was there anything else with a good rod? So there's something else just walking around we need to catch. Something else at night. Surfing. I can't do it this way. Zoomeril. Surfing. There's a Super Rod something. Super Rod. Super Rod. Then one more thing with Rock Smash. I'll try the Super Rod then real quick. See if we can get lucky. And then there's just a lot of other things we need to do in this this here place. Hey, it's Politoed. Would you look at that? Okay, that did a lot of damage. I'm just gonna have to deal a little bit more here. Okay, no Perish Song, please, Politoed. I don't want to deal with that. Okay, it was burned. No. You have to stay in the Pokeball, Politoed. You don't understand, please. Please. Well, at least Guts got some level. Ooh, Bone Club. Instead of Growl. Got Bone Club. I need to heal now. I can actually do a Super Potion. I don't really need a Hyper Potion. And then we can start fishing again. There we go. And Shadow, you're saying that you and your husband did both grow up with music and Zelda games, so that's definitely something you have in common. And besides that, he's a sweet man. That is really good to hear. I feel like I was talking with my wife about this probably a few weeks ago now, that a lot of people kind of misunderstand. Hey, Cloyster. That's cool. But I feel like a lot of people maybe misunderstand what it means to have things in common with your partner. It's obviously it's nice to have things that you're interested in common. I think, I was like, I think we have a chance here. We do. Okay. We'll go out to Simone. Will one Psychic knock it out? I don't think so, right? Oh, that really knocked it out fast. Huh. I forgot. They brought Cloyster's special defense way down, didn't they, even in Gen 2? I think it's even lower than it would be in Gen 1. That's a problem. Well, we got to keep fishing then. But what I was saying before I found a Cloyster and knocked it out was that I think that people maybe think that having things in common with your partner means that, hey, we like the same show. And that helps. That's nice to be able to have things to talk about. And to just to enjoy stuff together. Wow, just a Vine Whip almost knocked it out. But I think that what that more means, or like what's more important in that phrase, is that you see the world in the same ways, and that you can like have similarities on just how you go about your daily life, how you treat people, how you take care of yourself and the people around you and the things around you, like your space or your home or your apartment. Those are the things I think that when people say, oh, you want things in common, those are the really big things. And then the whatever you have else in common is kind of like just the icing on the cake, right? That you can enjoy together. But if your husband is a sweet man that also likes the stuff you like, that sounds like a win to me. And that is a good question though, Shadow. How does he know Zelda but not know Pokemon? That is a really funny world that he must have lived in. But Cloyster says even a missile can't break the spikes it uses to stab opponents. They're even harder than its shell. Wow. We got Cloyster. Bad special DVs, but we still caught it. Slippy perished. It really did. Cloyster. What's a good name for a Cloyster? Let's see. Let's name this Spike. It's a boy that was talking about the spikes in the Pokédex entry. Let's go with Spike. Bye, Spike. All right. So we know for sure there's a Politoed in there and a Lantern. I'm gonna, oops. I guess I'll save, and then I'm gonna heal up real quick. And then we can try a few more times. And then I'm guessing... Oh, actually, we're pretty healed up. And then I'm guessing we're going to have to call it pretty soon for tonight. But we have made it a long, long way. Hey, there's a lantern. Perfect. Perfect. This will be a perfect... Wow, that does no damage. Okay. I'm going to put this to sleep. This might take a minute to be able to knock out. Okay, stop with the water guns. Good, go to sleep. Fine Whip, probably won't. Oh, wow, that is nothing. Gotta do more damage than that. Let's try Razor Leaf. Ooh, this is the crit, but that's actually perfect. Let's just try to catch it now. That was not even close. Wow. If it wakes up, I will put it back to sleep. Oh, there we go. Lantern was caught. That'll be our last catch today. So we definitely need a good nickname for Lantern. Adam with the Chloe OC. No. Yeah, go stand in there. Gotta go face the corner. Go to timeout. Hey, Shadow, that's a great... Just Lantern. Spelled the right way. I like that. Let's just go for that. This Pokemon uses the bright part of its body, which changed from a dorsal fin to lure prey, similar to the pre-evolution. Actually, pretty good DVs too. I could rock with that actually later. Lantern the Lantern. Let's do it. Those aren't bad DVs. Not at all. Lantern. Lantern the Lantern. We could totally use that later though. Not bad at all. All right, I'm going to save real quick. We have 114, it looks like, in the Pokédex. That's huge. We got 24 entries today in one episode. That's pretty dang good. But yeah, we've been live now for, what is it? Like 2.5? Well, not quite 2.5. 2 hours, 15. So I think that we'll call it for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We will be back with this maybe not next week. Next week, I'll actually be collabing with Speedrunner0218 again on Monday. What is that? Monday the 18th. That'll be another backport of Pokemon Blue, this time with Sceptile in Pokemon Blue. So we will check out how that goes. I think it's going to be a very interesting one because the type is going to make it a little bit trickier for Gen 1 because there's a lot of poison types. Can we get a Pokemon named Akira? Of course we can. Or is that Akria? Either way, yeah, I'm down. We will do it when we pick this back up. So maybe not next week for the Crystal Clear, maybe the week after. So stay tuned for that. I think our midweek stream will be the Pokemon Blue. Saturday streams are going to stay as the Fire Red Kaizo Ironmon run. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. That one's going to be going for a minute. We're going to try to beat that game faster than Small Ant. That is the goal. We'll see. He's incredibly good at what he does. But we're going to do our darndest. But check all of that out and watch for the edited video of the yellow speedrun with Caterpie. That'll be coming out this week, and it's very interesting how we made that work. So stay tuned for that. Adam, you're welcome for streaming. Thank you, Adam and Shadow and Boss and Demon. Everybody that's shown up today, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, I haven't plugged it yet, subscribe to the channel and like the stream. You guys rock. But that's it for now. So until next time, have a wonderful day.